Finally, I have arrived. I have won the white people's approval. White America loves me. They cheer for me. Oh, it feels so good. It feels so awesome to finally get the white people's approval. But it all turns ugly when those same white people that once loved you turn their back on you. And this is what happened to black celebrities after they get done doing their buck dance. Oh, it's an ugly thing when those same people that you wanted to have their approval so bad turn their back on you. I have a couple of stories that I want to share with you of victims to the white person's rejection. The first victim was Michael Jackson. Oh man, he had the white people's approval. They loved him. They would fall out at his concerts. They would go crazy until they turned on him. And when they turned on him, I mean, it was all ugly. He was going back and forth from court, losing his mind and losing his health. Oh, it's a bad thing when white people turn on you, isn't it? They put him through so much turmoil that he even went and got a doctor and started injecting himself with all different kinds of medicines and antidepressants and stuff like that. This is what happens when the white people turn on you. I got another story for you. They also turned on his sister, Janet Jackson. Do you remember when she had the little mishap at the Super Bowl and her boobie accidentally fell out while she was performing? And white America turned on her? Right to this day, Janet Jackson never bounced back because the white people turned on her. This is what happens when they turn on you. Janet Jackson never climbed to her stardom and to her level of success ever again. Matter of fact, you barely even hear about her. This is what happens when they turn on you. After all this time that you have tried your best to win the white people's approval, how does it feel when they turn on you? Another story, Kobe Bryant. Do you remember his situation? The allegations of him raping a white girl? Oh, America. Oh, America. How do you love to praise people, then tear them down while you done praising them? They tear this man all the way down. It doesn't feel good, does it, Kobe? When the same people that you did your buck dance for turn on you. And that man lost millions and millions of endorsement deals. They tried to bring Kobe Bryant to his knees. This is the after effect when white people turn on you. Our next victim, Nick Cannon. He did something called the white face, and America turned their back on him. At first, they loved Nick Cannon, his Wildin' Out show, everything. Ha ha, that black guy is so funny. But look at him now. They booed him at the Madison Square Gardens. This is what happens, Nick Cannon, when the white people turn on you, when your buck dance isn't enough and your buck dance runs out. This is how they treat you. And our next victim, Chris Brown. Oh man, he was selling millions and millions of records. He was on every white TV show that you can think about. Good Morning America, they loved him. Until he turned around and did, as you know, he beat up Rihanna. Now in this case, he might have earned a little bit of it. But I tell you, it wasn't pretty when the white people turned on him. He found himself in and out of the courtroom. Matter of fact, he is in jail right to this day. Look what happens after they turn on you. It's not glory anymore. It's not heaven. Because you once had their approval and now you don't. And our biggest buck dancer of all time, goes to O.J. Simpson. He had the white people in the palm of his hand. Oh, did they love some O.J. Simpson. Oh, brother, I love that guy. He can play football so good. Oh, my God. He is the American epitome of what black people should be. And as you know, he turned his back on black America and did the buck dance. And look what they did to him. They put him in prison for taking back his own stuff. Now, look at him now. Look in the eyes of O.J. Simpson. And this is the prime example of when white people turn on you. This is what they do. They go out of their way to ruin your life. Because when you're not doing the buck dance for them and they no longer find you credible and you no longer have their approval, your heaven turns to hell. Because they don't care. Because remember, they can make you or they can break you. And this is why I say selling out is not even worth it. I don't care, and I never will care about gaining white people's approval. But this is an example, and all of these stories that I've shared with you is examples of what happens when white people turn on you. Like, subscribe, one love.